Good morning. I was kind of hoping the windows would be open because I want to start with a question. Have you ever been mesmerized by a flock of birds flying in kind of perfect coordination and then turning on a dime? It's as if the flock is a single organism flying as one. Now, I've always kind of wondered, how do they do that? Well, it turns out that flocking is a collective behavior that birds do by instinct, following a few simple rules and really just paying attention to their nearest neighbors. And out of these simple rules and nearest neighbor interactions, the flock is able to produce something together that no single bird could produce alone. Scientists call this emergence, a system in which interacting parts come together, self-organize, and become something greater than the sum of their parts. So when I look at birds, I think, wow, birds cooperate in this astonishing way. But people, not so much these days. We're divided, extreme in our views, less and less able to cooperate. So I looked at those birds and I said, wow, could emergence teach us something about cooperation? So 5 years ago, with the support of an arts incubator, I was privileged to start to collaborate with a neuroscientist and a linguist. Now, I wanted to work with a neuroscientist because I'm an artist, and I thought, the brain is this amazing thing, right? And could I make art for the brain? And I wanted to work with a linguist because for me, the cooperation problem was most keenly felt at the level of language, at our inability to talk to each other. So I started off on this journey, and I realized that art asks questions, and sometimes those questions lead to unexpected discoveries. And I discovered this. Maybe to solve the cooperation problem, we need to stop talking and take a page from nature. So if flocks are more than a collection of birds, could human groups, under the right conditions, become something more than a collection of individuals? And that's really the question that set me off on this crazy journey. And from that seed of an idea came this project called Synch.Live. Now, Synch.Live is a live-action, mixed reality cooperation game modeled on flocking birds that uses simple rules, wearable tech, and this landmark algorithm to activate our social instinct to cooperate. Here's how it works. Groups of 10 to 20 people gather in a dark, bounded space wearing hats, and the hats have flashing lights that go on and off at random intervals. The goal of the game is, can you synchronize all of the lights on all of the hats? And the rules are simple. No talking, no touching, keep moving. Players can't see or control their own hat lights. The only way the group can succeed is as a group. They have to experiment, play, invent new ways to communicate, and figure out how to move together in an emergent way. And if they're able to do this, then their lights synchronize. So what's under the hood? We use ultra-wideband to track player positions, and this algorithm developed by my collaborating neuroscientists calculates an emergence value, figures out, is there more information in the whole in terms of their tracking information than there is in any single individual movement. And the hat lights are programmed to become less random as the movement becomes more emergent. So Synch.Live has many applications. It is a pro-social, I have 1 minute, so I'm going to be fast. It's pro-social entertainment, right? It's a mixed reality social movement game that fortifies belonging, sparks delight, and primes us for collaboration and creative problem solving. In any number of contexts, games, education, team building, dating, conflict resolution, wellness, science, in my view, it offers this hopeful way forward, right? This first-person experience of collective emergence, this kind of thrilling demonstration of our collective human potential. Synch.Live is also designed by neuroscientists as an experimental framework for quantitatively studying collective motion. In humans, we've done several papers to show that around connectedness, around aesthetics, around metacognition. We're doing one about emergence. If you're interested in doing research with Synch.Live or learning about our research, our website is Synch.Live with an H. And finally, we're using our anonymized tracking data to give us all of these interesting insights about how groups collaborate, cooperate, and learn. And that is it for me. But I love talking about Synch.Live. This is a life's work. It's a project that was developed, with the talent of many minds. And if you're interested, come find me. Thank you.